mean, you always hear, it takes a village to raise children. I didn't realize how much of a village it takes when both your kids and yourself fall sick on the same weekend. Hi guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. So today I want to talk about the importance of having a support system and this whole thing of it takes a village to raise a child. I've known that it takes a village to raise a child because I didn't raise my first child by myself. I gave birth and then I had to go back to school. So my mom and my dad and my sister, cousins, aunts, everyone helped raise Alwande for me for the first 10, 11 years of her life, up until I was able to financially and physically, emotionally, every alley, be able to take care of her and step in. So I've always known that it actually does take a village, and I will forever be grateful to my village. But I've never really had hands-on experience. I've never seen that it takes a village. I've heard that it takes a village. I'm aware that it takes a village. But when you are in another province trying to parent, you are not part of their everyday life. So you're not part of the really hectic days where the village comes together and does everything for you. Up until last year, I didn't live with my kids. I had Milani and then I lived with her in Alwande, and it was a lot. It was a lot. As a result, I had to move back home just so that I'm able to get a support system, emotional and physical support, because raising two kids by yourself during a pandemic where you're not even able to have your friends come and help you is very hard. So in January this year, literally the world fell on me. I felt, maybe I'm being dramatic, but the world did fall on me, and I just packed my bags and I moved back home. But when I moved back home, the one thing that I moved back home for was I need support. I need emotional and physical support, because I was just, you know, when you're a mom, you give and you give and you give and you give up until you have nothing to give, you know. So I poured literally out of my cup and I had nothing left in my cup. So I came home to recharge, and it's been a great 8 months. I've been able to sleep in some days. I've been able to go out and have a drink or 2 or 5 with my friends. I've been able to go on vacations. I've been able to do a lot of things because I have a village at home. But I didn't realize how much it takes a village thing, how far it takes a village thing can go, up until this past weekend. This past weekend, I took the kids out to, I'm actually not going to say where I took them out to, because I'm not trying to bash the restaurant or anything. It's literally just, I want to talk about my experience, so I'm not going to mention where I took them out to. But we went out for pizza, and it was a nice day. One day, started complaining about a tummy bug, but I didn't take that seriously because it was just after I told her to wash dishes. Alwande will always find something wrong with her when you tell her to do her chores. So when you tell someone wash the dishes and they're like, I have a tummy bug, you're like, girl, there we go again. So I was just like, whatever, girl, go wash the dishes. Time continues, time goes by, and she keeps complaining about this tummy bug. And then in my head, I'm like, okay, cool, this is serious. So what's wrong with it? What's wrong? She's like, no, siyalumi sis. And I'm just like, okay, cool, maybe, I don't know, just sleep it off. She gets in bed, and around 8 p.m., I just hear someone screaming, Mom, Mom, Mom. And I'm just like, you guys, if you're parents, you know how many times the word mom gets called out a day. So it's just like, what now? With me rolling my eyes saying, what now? I get to the bedroom, and Alwande had vomited all over the bed, all over the floor. It was such a horrible, violent scene. I got very scared. And now I freeze when I get scared. Like, you could have people coming in and breaking into our home. Instead of running or trying to hit back, I freeze. So in every situation where I feel like I'm under pressure, I literally just freeze and I don't know what to do. Luckily, my mom was home, and my mom's sister was also here, so there were older people in the house. So my mom comes in, storms in, and she sees what just happened, and automatically she knew what to do. And I feel like, okay, what's wrong with me? Like that motherly instinct didn't kick right away. And actually, now that I think about it, it didn't kick at all. And I don't know if it's this whole thing of freezing whenever shit happens. I don't know what it is, but it didn't kick. But my mom and Umam Kulu, they knew what to do so quickly. And before I knew it, Rwanda was in the bathroom. They were cleaning her room. Everything was just, it was like nothing happened. They cleaned out everything. It was just like, okay, cool. Alanda's in the bathroom. Let's try and figure out what's happening. She's vomiting. She's vomiting. She's vomiting. At that time, I'm also just like still so nervous, and I'm just wrecked, and I'm thinking there's a lot of things that are going through my mind. And one of the things that I went through my mind was, what would I have done if my mom and her sister were not here? I'm very grateful to God that they were both here, but that's the one thing that kept replaying in my head. What would I have done if they were not there? One day then eventually goes to sleep. My mom gives her some pills to calm everything down, and then she gives her some injection and stuff, and then she calms down, she sleeps. And while she's sleeping, so my mom sleeps with Alwanda in the room for that night because, just in case something happens. While she's sleeping, I hear Alwanda vomiting again. I think it was around 2 o'clock in the morning. I hear her vomiting again, and then like clockwork, my mom sorts it out quickly. It was like nothing happened. They all go back to sleep. Okay. Then at 3:30, I start feeling like the urge to just throw up, and then I run out of the bedroom into the bathroom, and then I just throw up. Same issue with Alwande, throwing up, diarrhea at the same time. Like, I don't want to give you a picture, but you guys can just imagine what it is. Then my mom comes out of her bedroom to come and help me out, and just like that, she helps me out quick. My aunt also comes out. They both help me out, and it was done. They give me the same pills, and then we go back to sleep. And I'm just like, this really feels supernatural. It just feels like these women are just like superwomen, and they have superpowers that I don't possess, and I'm not sure if I will ever possess. So I just, once again, I go back to bed with that feeling of, what would I have done if they weren't here? And I know that I'm supposed to be grateful. I am grateful that they were there, but I can't help but think, what would I have done if they were not here? Because there will be times, actually, for the rest of my life, they won't be here 24/7. In the morning, Sunday morning, Alwanda and I, literally, we couldn't get out of bed. Absolutely couldn't get out of bed. The whole day, my mom took care of Alwanda and I, giving us medication. It was mostly glucose. And then we eventually figured out that we had food poisoning from the pizza place that we went to the previous day. So during the day, my mom was taking care of everything. And when I say everything, me, Alwanda, and Milani. Remember, you guys, I have a toddler who needs attention 24/7. My mom took care of all of that, only for in the afternoon for Milani to also start feeling sick. She also vomited, and she also had like a runny tummy. So basically, me and both my kids, we all had the same problem. We suffered through that the whole day, and basically the whole night before and the whole day of Sunday. But I did not feel under pressure. I actually felt like it was okay. I could sleep. I felt like it was okay. I could be sick. I felt like it was okay. I could be weak. I could be everything because I had my village around me. When you are a single mom, you fall sick and you live with just your kids, you can't. If you live with your kids and you all fall sick at the same time, I feel like you just need to allow them to be sick. You can't, because who's going to take care of these kids? We have a guest who's joining me. But as I was saying, guys, like when you're a single mom, you don't have the luxury to be sick, especially if it's just you and your kids and you don't have help. And most of us, we don't have help as single moms. I did. I was very, very grateful for my village, for my tribe, which is my mom and my aunt. They did everything that they could. Got me thinking. I'm moving back to Joburg with the kids in January to go restart life. What happened this weekend got me thinking. I'm going back to Joburg with the kids next year, and it's just going to be the 3 of us. That who's gonna get it? Hoping that we continue working from home so I can cut costs on the nanny and creche fees. So if we do continue to work from home, it literally means that I will be alone in the house with the kids. And when I tell you that, when I think about or imagine if that situation that happened this weekend happens when it's just me and the kids, I literally get a mini panic attack. I cannot fathom the thought of being alone with these kids and having to be that quick and think on my feet the same way that I saw my mom and my aunts doing this weekend. I don't think I have it in me. I don't know if it's a motherly instinct that you guys have. I don't know if it's something that comes with motherhood. I don't know if it's something that you learn along the way or you practice, or I don't know what it is, but it got me really, really scared. Still being in awe of my mom and my aunt performing these supernatural things. I mean, I know, guys, it's not superpowers, but like it felt like that to me. While I was still being like shocked by them, my sister called me to check on the kids and check on me. I remember telling her the exact same thing that I'm saying here, that I'm so nervous about having to live with my kids, just the three of us with no adults. I know I'm the adult, but I need another adult to do the adult stuff. I know I'm the adult, but this weekend made me realize that I need another adult who's adult here, so we can all adults so she can adult actually, because I'm a kid. I realized this weekend that I'm a kid and I also don't know what to do and I don't know how to handle these situations. So when I voiced out to my sister that I'm very nervous about living with both my kids next year because I don't have an adult who's going to be there for me the same way that my mom and my aunt was there for me, I think she was trying to comfort me, but now that I think about it, she threw a jab, because she was just like, well, you've cleaned out vomit before in your drunken nights. Girl, that's different. I have cleaned out vomit before, shamelessly so. Not mine though, well, mine too, and some of my friends, but it's not the same. Drunken vomit and sick vomit is not the same. Drunken vomit, I don't panic. Okay, you got drunk and you vomited. That's nothing to panic about. Sick vomit, you are sick and you are vomiting and you are a baby. Drunken vomit is actually, it's good because you're getting out the toxins out of your system. Sick vomit is different because you are sick, you are vomiting, and you are a baby. Also, chances are, if you are sick and you're vomiting, chances are you haven't eaten all day. So whatever it is that you are vomiting basically nothing. So next thing after you vomit, you're probably going to pass out because you haven't eaten, and then we're going to have to take you to the hospital. Like, my mind was racing. It raced a lot, and what kept going into my mind is that these are babies, these are kids. Like, being sick as an adult is whatever, you can handle it. But being sick as a kid, it's different. When I think about seeing my kids in that manner, my heart breaks because I never want to see them like that. But reality is, I am going to see them like that. This is not the last time they were sick. It's the first time that they were sick in front of me. It's the first time that they were sick around me, but it's definitely not the last time, because I am now a full-time mother and this is going to be my life. I don't know how you do it. You guys who have been full-time mothers since your kids have been born, I don't know how you've done it. But I just realized that I'm not sure if I can. Like, I do believe that I'm strong, and I do believe that I've got a lot of qualities, motherly qualities. I don't know if I can take care of a sick child or sick children, because the panic. I panic, and me panicking means I freeze, and me freezing means I need people around me. I need my village, I need my tribe. And luckily this weekend I had that. I had my mom, I had my aunts. I'm grateful for them. But what is going to happen when I'm alone with these kids? What's going to happen when I don't have that village? What's going to happen when it's just literally the three of us? Do I rush to hospital every time they get sick? Do I call my mom every time they get sick? What do I do? What do you guys do? You know, when you don't have that village? I know a lot of us don't have a privilege of having a village 24/7. If you're lucky enough to live around your parents or live around your family, I want to be you for the rest of my life. But if you aren't lucky enough to have that privilege around you 24/7, how do you handle a sick child or sick children while you are also sick? How do you handle all of that? I don't know if I have it in me to handle it, but I obviously don't have a choice. I'm a mother, I have to. It's not like someone's going to come and do it for me. I wish my mom would come and do it for me, but like, maybe I could convince her to like quit her life in Durban and come move in with us in Joburg. Never gonna happen. A girl can dream though. How do you guys handle being single moms without a tribe, without a village. What do you do? I've got how many more months at home? September, October, November, December. I've got 4 more months at home. I've got 4 more months to enjoy the privilege of having a tribe and having a village. After that, it's me and my kids. And I'm nervous. I'm scared. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this motherhood thing right. When I saw my mom perform her motherly duties this weekend, I was so shocked. I was so impressed by her. And I was just like, I don't think I can be half the mother that you are. And it breaks my heart knowing that, or thinking that I won't be able to take care of my kids the way that they will need me to take care of them. If you have any advice for me, you guys, please do comment down below. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also share my content if you do think it's something that your social media people would also enjoy. I am trying to grow my subscribers. I'm trying to hit 1,000 before the year ends. The whole goal was to hit 1,000 before my birthday. My birthday was last month. We didn't, but it's okay. We are moving the goalpost to December. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by December. Please do help me out wherever you can. And thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you next time. Cheers.